Hey there, thinkers. Welcome to week 31 of Buzzword. Thinking Game Trivia here with Quizmaster Jack. That's me, and that's you. And what I'm going to do for you is play through these Buzzword questions. Each one's going to be a series of clues that goes from more obscure to more well-known. I'm going to buzz in as soon as I can and get the answers right to get points. You know, what everybody wants to do. Get points. Let's start it out, as tradition, with question one.
This number is assigned to the female partner of Maxwell Smart in this...
No, it's 99. Yeah. Good old 20 there, starting it out strong. Literally just wrote a theme round about people who go by names who goes by numbers instead of names. So that works out. With that sweet Get Smart knowledge, Max Smart is 86. Apparently, a little tidbit that I picked up while I was writing the question about Agent 99 was that they wanted to call her Agent 69, but that was too hot for 1960s TV. And they never, ever say her name in the series. She and Max Smart get married at the end of the series, and they still don't say her name.
This character tricks a girl into removing a soteria device implanted in him by Dr. Brenner.
Soteria.
Lucas and Dustin help Max to escape this character by playing the song Running Up That Hill for 10 points.
It's Vecna? Yeah. Vecna from Stranger Things. Vecna is a character in D&D that they must have got the rights to in Stranger Things. In D&D, Vecna is a sort of uber lich, big undead guy. Not quite like, I don't know, maybe they call him the god of undeath at some point. But he is a big bad in D&D and the big bad in Stranger Things.
A singer from this country describes a big black sky over my town and says, "I'm in the corner watching you kiss her," in a song on Body Talk Part 1.
Body Talk
Charlie XCX teamed up with a duo from this country to record I Love It. Dancing on My Own singer Robin is from, for 10 points.
They're Sweden. Robin's from Sweden. So I Love It must be that Icona Pop song. I don't like that. I don't like that song. Yeah, I don't really know what was going on in those first few clues. But I said Robin, and I know Robin's from Sweden.
On The X-Files, Mulder's mom directed him to one of these objects containing an alien stiletto. Answering a question about the Lone Ranger's nephew's horse results in the major award of one of these objects.
A lamp? Yeah. Oh yeah, because so it's the stiletto that they need to kill the alien bounty hunters in X-Files. Yeah, I think Mulder's mom hid it in like their childhood lamp, so he had to go break it and find it. And this is one of those deep mythology episodes of X-Files that I didn't pay too close attention to because they just got so convoluted. I do remember in the X-Files FMV game, the bounty hunters are involved in the storyline, so your character has one of the stilettos. And so I thought, oh, I saw Mulder. He knows how to use a stiletto, so I'll just give it to him. So I clicked on the stiletto and clicked on Mulder. Immediate cut to Scully putting sunflower seeds on a coffin. And a game over because I killed Mulder. And then the lamp from A Christmas Story is the fragile lamp, the one shaped like a lady's leg in fishnet stockings.
In this film, a man looking at a Jackson Pollock painting says that the challenge is finding an action that is not automatic. In this film, the CEO of Blue Book, Nathan, uses Caleb to perform a special Turing test. For 10 points, name this 2014 film about Ava.
It's Ex Machina? It's just called Ex Machina, right? It is just called Ex Machina. Oscar Isaac in that one. Memorable for doing that sweet dance scene. Oh, I forgot who the lady was in that part. I feel like she's gone on to do other famous stuff, but I can't I can't remember who it was. I think it was Domhnall Gleeson was the other guy in that movie. I forgot who played the robots.
On this TV show, cinematographer Carl Freund helped popularize the
Freund.
3-camera shooting system. Its protagonist says the word unpopular while advertising the alcohol-laced health tonic Vitamin.
Oh, it's got to be I Love Lucy, because there's that health tonic episode where she's advertising it and they want her to take it, so she takes it, but it's got alcohol in it, so she gets wasted on live TV. Oh, it's interesting. I didn't know I Love Lucy was the first 3-camera. Really? Because like Honeymooners didn't? Yeah, Honeymooners probably just had 1 cam, huh? Huh. That's a good tidbit.
In 2013, this company ceased development of a coding-centric sci-fi game called 10 to the C. This company's breakout game, whose music was composed by C418, was largely developed by Marcus Persson and involves Steve manipulating blocks.
Yeah, so it's just Mojang. Yeah, all right. That was deep Minecraft knowledge, which I don't have. They said Marcus Persson. I probably could have got it in on that, but he sold it to Microsoft and skated off into the wilds. I did my share of Minecraft, but fell off of it pretty hard. I don't really feel like I need to play that game anymore.
This group was created after the failure of the robotic Manhunters. A member of this group named Kadma Tui was killed by Star Sapphire and was from the same planet as Sinestro. The Guardians of the Universe.
Just the Green Lanterns? Just the Green Lantern Corps? All right, they do want the Green Lantern Corps. Almost word for word, they wanted the Green Lantern Corps. Yeah, so Star Sapphire is a she's like a purple? I forget what color exactly she is. Might just be, I don't think it's pink. Because red is anger. Yellow, like Sinestro, is fear. Green is will. Orange is greed. Blue, what's blue? I don't remember exactly what blue is. Black is just like death. White is light. Maybe there isn't a white. I think there's a white lantern. I think they're just like the antithesis of black lanterns. What other? I think that's most of them. I don't know. I'm not a huge lantern fan, but can still get the Green Lantern Corps.
This man is the main subject of Season 2 of the podcast Cocaine and Rhinestones, which describes the Big Bopper writing his hit, White Lightning. A 1980 hit by him says, "Soon they'll carry him away." Tammy Wynette was once married to, for 10 points, what country singer of He Stopped Loving Her Today?
It's George Jones. He Stopped Loving Her Today, one of the best country songs. One of the saddest songs ever. Glad I sat on that because I was tempted to take a chance and go in on Merle Haggard, but waited until they said something I knew instead of just trying to guess, and was rewarded.
This woman popularized a dark shirtwaist style dress in her Oscar-winning role as the saleswoman Kitty Foyle. She helped introduce the songs The Continental and Cheek to Cheek in 2 1930s RKO musicals. Top Hat is one of 9 films starring, for 10 points,
it's
what dancer and partner?
Ginger Rogers. Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire. She did everything Fred Astaire did, but backwards and in heels. That's what they say about Ginger Rogers. And we got another solid 10 out of 10. Early buzz on that 99. Other than that, nothing too outstanding. But that should put us pretty high in the rankings for this week 31 of pop culture. That was pop culture. This is sports now. Starting us off with a team name, so we gotta let's see if we can guess the sport in the dark. I'm gonna say basketball. I got a basketball feel.
In 2008, the NHL tried to stop this team's Zamboni driver from twirling an object to incite fans. This team's mascot, Al, was inspired by a legend that the Cusimano brothers created to denote a Stanley Cup winning 8 playoff wins. For 10 points, what NHL team's fans throw octopuses?
The Red Wings? Okay. Al the Octopus is the Red Wings mascot? Okay. Hockey was my second choice. I switched before I said basketball. I was thinking, maybe hockey's the right call, because if you're right, the odds are so low, you just look.
This man funded his team for years after a big 1936 win at a Saratoga horse race. In 1938, this owner drafted future Supreme Court Justice Byron White. His son,
is it
Dan, names a rule requiring teams to interview minority coaching candidates.
So Rooney then. Art Rooney. I was thinking it may have been, for a while I was thinking it may have been the owner of the Dodgers who got Jackie Robinson to break the color barrier. And I couldn't remember his name. Future Jack will put that guy's name up. Man, you win one horse race and become one of the most important owners in the history of sports. If only.
Just before this man's key at bat, Chuck Dressen pulled starter Don Newcomb. Lawrence Goldberg's tape preserved Ross Hodges' call about this man's...
I gotta say, I think it's gonna be Bobby Thompson. For the shot heard around the world. One of the most important at-bats in baseball history. And a fun fact I came upon while doing some research for something else. Bobby Thompson is the only baseball player in Scotland's Sports Hall of Fame. He was a Glaswegian for 2 years. He was born in Glasgow, and his family moved to the US when he was like 2 or 3. But Scotland still claims him.
Soccer fans threw trash at this country's national team bus after a 1966 loss to North Korea. This country scored 3 extra-time goals to win the 1970 Game of the Century over West Germany. 4 World Cups have been won by, for 10 points, what European country, whose teams are called the Azzurri?
The Azzurri is Italy. For the color blue that they wear. Thought it might have been England. I forget, because England had the goal of the century scored against them by Diego Maradona, but that was like 86, maybe earlier.
In the 2015 playoffs, this man blamed a dislocated shoulder on a Bush League play by Kelly Olynyk. For 13 seconds, this power forward guarded Steph Curry one-on-one in the last minute of the 2016 finals. For 10 points, who joined Kyrie Irving and LeBron James in 2014 to form Cleveland's Big Three?
Oh, who's the third? It's like Love? Yeah, I feel like Kevin Love is kind of a stretch to be part of a Big Three, but I'll give it a shot. All right, Kevin Love was the Big Three. I would not have expected that. I named a player who was on the Cavs. I did not think he would be part of the Big Three.
This is the number of players on each team in a standard Kabaddi game.
Yeah, what's
Instead
Kabaddi?
of the usual 15,
8?
each team has this many players on the field in the form of rugby played at the Olympics.
I think it's 7. Kabaddi is a unique game. It's essentially team tag. So you have teams of 7. And what you do is you try to cross into your opponent's zone and tag them and then run away before they tackle you. The trick is you can only be in the zone of your opponent while with a single breath. So you can't breathe. You can't breathe in while you're in the attacking zone. So the way they regulate that is that when you're attacking, you have to say Kabaddi over and over again to show that you're not inhaling.
This is the most recent player to win NLCS MVP and World Series MVP in the same postseason. In 2020, he homered in the same game as his now retired brother, a one-time Mariners third baseman named Kyle. For 10 points before the 2022 season, what former Dodgers shortstop signed with the Rangers?
Rangers. Oh, is that Seager? Yeah, Corey Seager. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I stopped paying attention to players who aren't on the Twins when they go from the NL to the AL.
In 1997, this driver's T-Rex car was made illegal after appearing in one race. This longtime Hendrick Motorsports driver has a record 21 Crown Jewel race wins and 3 career Grand Slams. The Rainbow Warriors were the pit crew of, for 10 points, what NASCAR Iron Man who drove the number 24 DuPont car?
24. It's Jeff Gordon then. Yeah, he drove a 24. Not getting in early on these questions, but I am getting them.
After this man left the Warriors, the NBA began letting teams exceed the salary cap to re-sign non-first-round picks. This guard, who was suspended in 2010 after a spat with Javaris Crittenton, was a 3-time All-Star for the Wizards. For 10 points, what point guard was nicknamed Agent Zero?
Oh, that's Gilbert Arenas is Agent Zero. Because he wore the number 0. Living off of these giveaways.
A tight end with this surname, who was a 6th overall pick out of Maryland, beat the Saints with the catch 3 from Alex Smith. In 2013, a player with this surname had a game-winning...
Davis. It's Vernon Davis. That was a hell of a catch. And I think that was... No, that wasn't... Yeah, I don't think that was like a historically... That wasn't like Jerry Rice's last game. Jerry Rice's last game, I think Terrell Owens had like 20 receptions in Jerry Rice's last game with the 49ers. But yeah, Vernon Davis, living off of that Bay Area knowledge. Another 20 for 20. And actually like a pretty good score in sports. 120 is respectable. Only 20 above the minimum when you get them on right, though. But hey, you know what? Getting them all right is, when you get them all right, period, you get 100 points. And that's nothing to shake a tail at. Well, I feel good about getting 20 out of 20. And I hope you felt good watching this video. So much so that you might be interested in watching other videos on the channel. If you want to, you can help me out by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and going to watch all the other videos that I have. It's a lot of this. It's a lot of this. If you think Buzzword's a cool game and want to try it yourself, you can. You can head over to naqt.com/buzzword and see what games they might have for you. That's going to be it for me, Quizmaster Jack from Thinking Game Trivia. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.